Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the regular updates of my channel, and do not forget to like, comment and share. Create leave bucket for each employee. So the requirement is whenever new employee is inserted into ServiceNow, it should create the leave bucket for that particular employee. So how exactly it will do the calculation? So you have to make sure that as per HR perspective, you are putting the calculation logic in the calculation table, that is leave calculation, as per the country you want to configure. And with that configuration, every time a new employee will be inserted, it will basically allocate the leaves as per the calculation, as per the logic table which we have created, which will be filled by HR. So what we will do now, we will create this logic. So if I go to my personal developer instance, now how exactly I will create it? So basically you have to create a business rule, because that's what you can do. Because what you have to do whenever a new user is created in sys user table, that's a user table, then you have to make sure that it is creating the bucket as per the calculation from leave calculator. So if I go to, maybe let's say I come over here and I go to our application and I go to leave calculators. Now here I will create a single racket, because I'm just creating this racket so that you understand that why exactly we are doing this calculation, why exactly we are creating this business rule. So let's say as an HR, maybe we have a HR person, he or she creating this racket. So maybe I'm just putting yearly for now. Starting month, I can just do Jan. That means we want to calculate the month of starting month from Jan to December. Now every organization basically calculates the leaves depend on their like process they have. Some companies, like they select financial year, like maybe from April to March. Some companies they do like from Jan to December. So it's quite configurable. So you can just mention that which kind of month you want to mention over here. So we have this starting month Jan, and then we have this December. So in that case, I will select the country. So what I can do, I have this India country. So I have selected India here. Now, for example, for India, we want to dedicate some leaves. So let's say we have 24 leaves. That means per month 2 leaves, and we are just calculating as 24 leaves, and that is yearly. That means it should assign the leaves from the beginning. That's just a basic, I would say, the process you have in your organization, just kind of a demo perspective. It's kind of an example. Now here you can see I have that CS. So I have to correct this. So maybe I will, before changing this, let me go to leave calculator. So I can just fix that value, and I have this leave type over here, and I just need to change the default value. It should be CL, not CS. So it's casual leave. So it says CL, that is casual leave, and I can just save it. If I would save it, and I will just automatically select here casual leave. So this is for casual leave. So as an HR person, I'm just putting that for India, the basically leaves should be calculated from Jan to December. It should be assigned, leave assignment should be yearly, and then for casual leave. So in that case, what I will do, I will save this racket. So I have saved this racket over here, and now if I will come over here, I have this. And I have this leave calculator table. What I will do, I will also open maybe leave bucket as well. That's what we have to create. I have to insert the racket in this particular table. So the requirement is, and I will go here. I will go to server development. If you will go to server development, you can see this business rule. So that is what we are going to create. So I will just double click on it. So it will open the new form of business rule. And now I will provide a name over here. So maybe I will put create leave bucket. That's a name of the business rule I have given. In which table you want to create this, I will do it in sys user table. So if I select this one, so you can see I have selected this table over here, and then I have this advanced checkbox. So I will click it, and it says basically when to run. So you can do it before, you can do it after. It's totally up to you. But ideally we will do it async. So I will do it async, and we will do it whenever new record will be created. So that's what you can do. So maybe I will do async insert. So and for every user will be created. So the important point here that you can put some conditions, because in ServiceNow you can create different users as well, even like local admin accounts or maybe local accounts as well. In that case, you can put some conditions that you want to trigger this business rule only for employees, not for general ServiceNow account. So in that case, what I can do, I can just select here employee number is not empty. So I can select this one. So in that case, basically this has a condition now that employee number is not empty, then only it should trigger this particular business rule. So that case, I will go to advanced. I don't have to do anything in actions because I have to write the script. I will make it big screen, that is full screen we have, and I will make it a little bit large, and I can just do like this so that you can see the script. And now I will write the script. Now the thing is, in order to create the record, that means in order to create the record in leave bucket you have, it's very important that you have to check the country as well in your leave calculator. Because that's how the logic should run. It should run on the basis of the country. So what I will do, I will start with var gr equal to new glide record, and here I will put this calculator table. I will copy this and put it over here because I have to glide record this particular table. And then I will do gr dot add query. Now here we have to basically select the country. So because it has to match the country of user. So how exactly you can do that? But before that, I think we have to check the name as well. So I will go to leave bucket, and if I select if I check the country, that's a calculator, not the bucket one. So you can see we have this country, and let me check the name as well. So I have selected the name. I will click on OK. So the name of the column is if I go over here, it's country. So I can select the country, but it's a reference field. So what exactly you have to do? Basically the record which is being inserted for the user, that country and this country should match. That means it should match with this country in the calculator. So in that case, our logic would be country dot, because that's a reference field. So I will do name. That means dot name. I have to check the name of the country. I will do comma, and here I will do current, because that's the record being inserted, and I will do dot. Here we have location, And if I will take you to the user table, so let me show you quickly so that we understand that what exactly we need to take as part of the dot walking. So let's say we have this user. I open this user, and do I have location over here? I don't have location, but let me quickly maybe just capture it. We have this country code, but I have to take this location, and then I can just click on OK, and I will get the country over here. So these are the locations, but the thing is we have to match either with the country. Ideally it has to be a country, or either with the location. So it's up to you that what kind of logic you want to implement. But in this case, what we will do, we will assign some countries in this particular field to some of the new users maybe, so that our logic should run. But it's up to you what kind of logic you want to populate. So in that case, now if I talk about this location, now every location, I take you to over here. Can you see we have this country? And that's what I have to match, because the whatever country I will select and whatever location we have already selected for a user, that should be that country. That means by dot walking, it should have country over here so that it matches that record in our leave calculator. So in that case, I will close this, and here I will do dot, I will do country, because I have to match the country. Location can be anything. So if I talk about India perspective, it can be location, can be Delhi, location can be Bangalore, location can be Pune, any different locations. But if I dot walk from location for that location, that which country we have for that particular location, then we can see that. So that's what I'm doing, this dot walking, location dot country, and then I will do semicolon. And what I will do, I will just do query. That's it. So, and then I will do while and gr dot next. I think you can also do if, because you don't have to, I would say you don't have to run the loop as well. So you can just do if. But maybe I would say multiple brackets are created. I think it will definitely trigger the business rule. So you can also do if gr.next. I think gr.next is also okay. So now I have to write the script over here as per the condition we have in that leave assignment field. The reason behind it, because we can create the buckets, we can create the leaves as per the logic which we have in leave calculator. So we have two different logics, that is leave assignment, that is yearly and monthly. So in that case, what I will do, if I go to leave calculator, and if I see, let's see the leave assignment, I will just see the name. So we have this leave assignment, and if I talk about the choices, we have two choices. So we have M and Y. So in that case, I will come over here. So I will start with if. Now I have to put the condition. So if gr dot leave underscore assignment, that's a field name we have, equal to yearly. That's a backend value of yearly. If that is yearly, then the logic will be different. The creation process will be different. If it is monthly, then creation process will be different. So in that case, what I have to do, I have to create the record. So in that case, I will do where, I would say we will just create over here like leave bucket. So that's a variable I'm going to give, leave bucket equal to new glide record. And here I have to give the table name of leave bucket, which is this one. So I will copy this and I will just give it over here. Then I will do leave bucket dot initialize. That's how you create the record in any table. So you have to initialize it and you have to put semicolon, and then I will do leave bucket dot. Now we have populate the fields. So the fields we have, if I talk about leave bucket over here, so maybe we have leave type, and I'm sure this is leave underscore type. And if I go to leave calculator, we have leave type here as well. So I would go to my business rule and I will just do leave underscore type equal to what exactly the type would be. Basically, I have to pick the type from calculator, and that will be this one. So we will do gr dot leave underscore type. Then we will go for accrued. So basically we have to populate the accrued value. That means how many leaves I have accrued. So for example, for yearly, so if you are basically providing leaves, that means for yearly you have 24 leaves. But let's say, for example, this user work was created in maybe in April. That's basically 4th month of the year. In that case, you cannot assign 24 leaves. So your logic should be in that way that it will auto calculate the rest of the months of the year and then assign the leaves, then put in the bucket. How exactly you can do that? For that, you have to do little bit calculation, and that is also with a script. And what exactly you have to do? You have to basically calculate the current month, that in which month that user was created. And then you have to divide it, basically those number of leaves, you have to divide it from 12. And then in that case, you can just assign those leaves, you can just multiply it and then you can assign it. So you have to make sure. So for example, you have 24 leaves and I have to divide it from 12, and the remaining months maybe are like 8. So in that case, I will assign 8 into 2, and that is 16 leaves. So how will I calculate it? So in that case, what I will do, I have to do it above this particular piece. The reason behind it, because I have to calculate it. That's how I will populate here the accrued leaves and all the balance and other details. So what exactly I will do now, I have to work on the basically month, basically date and time. So how will I calculate it? Basically, I have to check the current month. How can you do that? So for that, I think ServiceNow already provide you the API, that is Glide Date Time API. And it has some methods with the help of which you can basically get the data related to current month, current day, what date it is. That's something you can get. So how exactly we will do? Maybe we'll just create, I think just a variable GDT, which is this glide date time variable I have taken. And it's up to you what variable you want to take. I will just give it new glide date, and I will just mention time. And I will just parenthesis, and then I will just do semicolon. So now what I have to do, I will just, now I have to get the current month. How can you store the current month? I will create a variable, and here I can do gdd dot, you will see that automatically. I will see get it should be get month. Here is the one. It says gets the month stored by glide date time object expressed in current user's time zone. I will just press tab. So we will have this current basically month. And now why I am storing this current month? Because that's what the user got created. So I can just get the current month. That's it. That's what I can do. And then that's how I can do the calculation. And now I have to do that. How many months are left now? How exactly you will calculate? That's something you can do. Maybe I will just give a variable days left. And then I can do here 12 minus. What exactly I will do here? Current month. Now this way I will be able to calculate that how many months are, okay, I have given days left. That's wrong. So I had to do month left, not days left. So I will just mention that how many months are left. So that's how it automatically will calculate. So if months left will store that how many months are left. Now I have to calculate that how many leaves are there per month. How will I calculate that? So maybe I will just store in another variable that will be per month equal to, now here I will check the field in my calculator over here, because if you will go here, we have this leave. I will check this leave and then I will divide it by 12. That's how I will get the monthly leave. So if I check this, it is leaves, and I will come over here, go to my business rule, and here I will do gr.leaves. That's it. That's a field we have, and I can just divide it by 12. If I will do that, I will get the monthly leave, that how many leaves are there monthly to basically be assigned to an employee for that particular country. So that's up to HR, what process they have, what policy they have for a specific country. It can be 36 as well. Then you will have, I would say, leave 36 divided by 12. That will be three leaves per month. So now, so overall we have months left over here, 8. I'm just talking about the example we have. And then we have monthly leave is about 2. And now I have to calculate that how many leaves are there, because now I have to populate the leaves. That's something I have to store. So I will put over here total leaves. And what exactly is that? I have to basically multiply per month into, that's basically my per month leaves, and I will put months left. I will copy this one and semicolon. So this basically variable will store that how many leaves will be assigned for this particular user who have which is just created. So in that case, I will go to accrued now. So I will populate a value in accrued, and if I go to bucket, let me check the field. We have accrued, so I'm sure I can put the right value. So I can just remove this. So it is accrued. And if I do equal to, I just have to copy this one. So this is the first time creation when we are creating the bucket for that employee. And if I come over here, and this time now I will do leave bucket, and I can do dot. Now I have to put the balance. And if I come over here, we have this balance, and I can just do, now I have not taken in leaves yet. So how many leaves will be basically show in balance? It will be same. There will be total leaves. So I can copy this one, paste it over here, semicolon. And the next is, if I come over here, then we have, I think, balance taken. Now, as of now, because it's a new user, so I'm sure that this user must have not taken any leaves. So in that case, I will just do leave bucket dot, and I can just do taken equal to, and you can just mention 0. Well, that's what this user has taken. So no leaves as of now. And then we have now, because it's very important how we will recognize the employee, and that is this field employee. So I will copy this, come over here, and I will do leave bucket dot employee equal to, and I will do, so that's basically our current record. So you can just, that's a reference field. So I can just do current dot society. I think this would definitely work. This would definitely work, that current dot society. And at last I can do leave bucket dot, we will do dot insert. That's it. So you're done. That means this will create the record in this particular table as per the calculation we have in this leave calculator table. Now what I will do, as of now, like you can see, we have just created for this month yearly, but now we will do it for monthly. So let's go for monthly. Monthly, if I let me check here till here, I will do like this, and I will do maybe else if, and I will copy this one. I'll do copy, put it over here, and here I will put M. That's a monthly. And I will do like this. Now we will have to create similar kind of record, but you can't use the same I would say same variables, because otherwise it will give you an error. So in that case, I will just copy this one and put it here, over here, but you will definitely get the error. It says leave bucket is already defined, but that's okay. We will change it. So I will put M here. That means it's leave bucket monthly. That's what the logic we are going to put here. So we have glide record, and I will change all of these as well. So maybe I will just copy this and change our variables over here. And like this. So I will just change all the variables, because you cannot use same variables in the same script, and that is also in the same function. You cannot use that. So if those are different functions, then you can definitely use, then you won't find any kind of issues. Now I have this else if, and now how exactly we will assign it per month. Now per month is basically that every time in every month, basically if I talk about divided by 12, so whatever leaves you assign over there, for example 24, it will divide it, so that will be divided by 12, and then it will assign it monthly. So in that case, and it will also keep on adding it. So if I talk about over here, so let's say I will do where I will just capture the value of monthly leave, and that I can do per month, and I will do, have I used this per month? Yes, we have used it. So maybe I will just put it per month M. So I will do like this, and here I can do gr.leaves, that how many leaves I am putting over there, and I can just do leaves. So whatever leaves I have, I can just mention over here divided by 12. That's how I can calculate the monthly leave, and I can do like this. Now, for example, user got created in maybe in January. In that case, in January, I will just have 2 leaves. That means, because that's how it will calculate. So it will, if I talk about the bucket perspective, it has to assign only 2 leaves. So in that case, if I come over here and accrued, I will just copy, paste it. It will not be total leaves. It will be per month. And if I talk about balance, I will again make it as per month. That's it. Taken is again 0, and employee will be as it is, and I can insert it. But there's still one thing, that how it will add basically next leave. For example, I joined in April, and now in May it will add 2 more leaves. How exactly it will do that? That calculation you can do at this level. We will see that logic as well, that how can I increase the leaves every 2 months as per the accrued. So maybe in accrued we have 2, and I have not taken any leave, because that's what the calculation we will do basically in later scripting, because we have to perform the whole calculation, that every data should be populated as per the calculation. So here I have accrued 2, for example, in the first month. Second month it should be 4, and that's what the calculation you will do. So we have to write some kind of scheduler so that it will automatically add the leaves, but that is also as per this calculator. It should not extend. But if I talk about, I think we still need to check that how many months are left. That's how it will calculate and keep on adding 2 leaves or whatever leaves as per the calculation every month, so that this data, this bucket will keep on increasing. But you also need to make sure that how many leaves employee is taking, and you have to keep on updating this bucket. So I think we are done with this particular script. So I can save this now, and I will show you, because we will do a test as well, whether this is working or not. So what I will do, I will quickly give a check that I hope everything is fine. I don't have any syntax error as well. All the field names, everything seems to be good. I have variables, right variables. Okay, so I will just click on save now. So this will create business rule, which will create leave bucket racket. Now we will do a test. So I will come over here. We already have this 24. We have this for India, and we have this yearly Jan to December. What I will do, I will go to sys_user dot, and I will do list. Now I have to check that location where country is India. So maybe I will add country code, this one. Okay, not this one, country code, and we will see if we have country code India. I think its country code is empty in out of the box instance we have in personal developer instance, but I can still do one thing. Let me check. If I go to maybe show related, yes, I can do show related. If I go to location, I can go to location fields, and if I go to country, and here I select maybe, yeah, starts with India, and I just run this. Let's see, I'm not getting any location over here. So let's create it. So for that, maybe I will go to locations. I will open it in a new tab. So in order to do the testing, you have to make sure that the country is populated. And if I just pull the country, and we can just populate to any particular location, I think that's not a big problem. Or maybe I will create a location. Let's do that. It's much better. So I will do maybe Delhi, and country I will do India, and I will just submit it. So new location is created. So in that case, I will go to users table. I will click on new. Now here, do I have opportunity to provide location? No, but we will see that. So this is, I would put Delhi dot user dot demo. First name is Delhi user demo, and I will just click on save. So I have created this user, but I have not basically assigned any location. I have not updated any location, and that is something I can do. I will maybe go back over here, and I will do sys user dot list, and I will search for the user. That's this one. I will just bring location. So we already have here. I will go in the right hand side. You can see location is empty. I will double click, and I will select Delhi. Yep, we are getting Delhi. I will save this, and you can see there was, okay, location was not updated, but will it create the racket? I think that's something we have to make sure that while creating it, we can fill the location. So maybe, because this will not update the bucket. Let me see if bucket is updated. Because we already have inserted the racket. If I go to bucket, so you can see we do not have any racket over here. So the reason behind it, Because we also didn't put the employee number. That's I would say a main condition of creating the bucket. So what I will do, and I think this time I will make sure I'm creating the user properly. So maybe I will do one thing. I will put the location. I think employee number, I think it's not there. I can't see employee number. That's okay. I will put them on the form, both employee number and location, so that I can populate it. Now, it is saying because I'm working in leave management scope now, leave management system scope, so I cannot edit this. If I really want to edit this, I have to basically edit in the global application. I have to change the scope. So in that case, I will close this. I will change the scope of the application from developer view, and I will go to global. I will come over here and I will do sys underscore user dot list. I will open this particular record and I will go to form layout. And now you can see I can edit the form layout. So what I will do, I will look for location. So we have this location over here. I will put it in this particular selection over here. So maybe I will put it like this. Department, I will put location, and I can also put employee number. I don't see employee number, and I go over here. Yep, we have employee number, and I will also put employee number at the top, and maybe I will put it just below location so that we can just edit it. But it's up to you how you want to change the layout. Ideally, if I talk about the user creation, like most of the organizations, they create the users in ServiceNow with the help of LDAP or maybe kind of different kind of transfer maps and imports. So you won't do it manually, but your business rule will definitely run if they have the employee number. So in that case, I have created this, and I will just close this one as well, and I will go to sysuser.list, and this time we will give employee number, and we will also select the location. So let's say Delhi dot user dot demo 1, and I can just do Delhi user demo 1, and I can select the location. We can see that will be Delhi, and I will give the employee number, maybe employee 00. Okay, it says employee 01. That's a number, or maybe I will just keep it 01, and or maybe just keep 1 for now. That's okay. And if I click on save, let's see what happens. And if I come over here, will I get any record? Absolutely. You can see that the record was created. And if I select over here, but you can still see, I think the calculation is not correct. So I have this for casual leave, and I have the location. I think that is what you mentioned in. Okay, let me check the leave calculator. If I go to calculators, it's India, I think. So it should work because we do have this India country, and I have this 24 leaves, and I have it for casual, and this is for yearly. So maybe there should be some issue with our calculation. So let's go to our script over here, and if I go to our business rule, because I'm sure there should be some kind of issue So if I check this like GDT new glide date time, this is totally perfect. I'm getting the get month, so I'm getting the current month. This is also okay. How many months are left? Okay, I forgot it, guys. Yes, we only have 4 months left and it's working perfectly. So this incident is created in the month of October, and it automatically calculating October, November, September, October, November, December. I think it's not basically I think dividing it properly maybe. So let me check. So ideally for, okay, so we have 2 months left, because we are in October right now and we have November, we have December, that means 2 months. And if you divide the per month leaves, it is 2, and 2 into 2 is 4. So that's what it is saying, that if a person is joining in October, that means if that user is created in October, then that month is not being, I would say, included. And if you really want to include it, you just have to do one thing. I can tell you here. In the current month, like whatever current month you will get, whatever current month, maybe you can just do, I think, +1. Now this way you will divide, basically subtract. So for example, here we got 8, here we got 10. That's a 10th month, and this will do 10 plus 11. I think it should do minus. Sorry, it should not be plus, it should be minus. So it will calculate 9 then, and then 12 minus 9 is 3. That means current month will also be included. Let's test it. I think that's much better. I think if we are changing the script, we have to test it so that you can make sure that your script is working fine. So if I come over here and I just put 2, and I just put 2, and I just put employee number 2, and I just insert and stay. Let's see what happens. Created. So second user is created now, and if I go over here, will I get it? Yes, I will. Absolutely. And this time you can see we have 6 leaves. So because if somebody is joining in October, so it's totally up to you. I think I'm just creating just an example, but if you're really creating this kind of application, the kind of variables, the kind of calculation, the kind of logic, it's totally up to you and the requirement you get from your customers. So this is how you create a business rule to fulfill the functionalities. So I hope you learned that how you create business rules and how you can also test it at the same time, whether it is working or not. So we are done with the first functionality, that is creation of leave bucket. So let's go to our next functionality.